Before we get started with today's video, we'd just like to offer you a free online evaluation of your property. If you're interested in knowing the value of your home, just go to vancouverhousevalues.net, fill out the form, and we will instantly email you out the value of your home. Thanks for checking out our video. I'm Jamie Hooper with RE/MAX Crest and jamiehooper.com. And before we get started, I'd just like to ask if you get any value out of these videos. If you enjoy them, please either click a thumbs up, make a comment, or subscribe to our YouTube channel or like our Facebook page. So, in May, we just got the statistics in for the month, and it was a continuing trend that we've seen over the last few months. We're starting to see inventories rise in most areas, and we're starting to see sales decline somewhat. Sales are still much higher than they've been for the last 3 to 4 years in most areas. So the sales were, for May of 2021, 187% higher than they were in May of 2020 for obvious reasons. We also had a 13% decline in sales we had two pretty much record-setting months in March and April for the amount of sales that happened in the Lower Mainland, and then like I say, we had a 13% decrease for the month of May. Now, this is a time of year when it typically slows down anyway. It's summertime. March, April, May are typically, excuse me, our 3 busiest months. And then June, July, August, it'll slow down a little bit because people are out doing other things when the weather's nice. And then it'll pick up again after Labor Day till early mid-December. I thought it'd be interesting to look back because we've seen such enormous price increases for the first part of this year. I went back to December 1st and just went through a few areas to see how prices have increased. So this is for detached homes. The Lower Mainland in general, if you throw it all in one bunch, is up 20.1%. If your house was worth $850,000 back in on December 1st, it's now worth $1,020,000 today. Interestingly enough, the markets that have seen the least amount of increase in prices are the most expensive markets. West side of Vancouver, 8.4%, which is the lowest increase, one of the lowest increases. East side, 11.5%, and West Vancouver, 8.4%. Other areas saw Richmond was 17.1%, Ladner 22%, Tsawwassen 16%, and North Van 13.8%. So that's how much your home has increased over the past 6 months. Really uncharted territories and unheard of increases. The biggest gainer of them all was Maple Ridge, 24.9%. If your house was worth $1 million on December 1st, it's worth $1,250,000 in Maple Ridge today. Condo markets haven't seen the same escalation in prices that detached houses have, a little less. So for the Lower Mainland, it's pretty much half. The average condo is up 9.8%, and for most areas, it ranges between 8 and 10%. This includes West Side, East Side, Richmond, Ladner, Tsawwassen, North Van, and West Van. So the condo market hasn't been appreciating. I mean, a 10% increase over 6 months is pretty darn good, but I guess when you compare it to the 20% increase, it doesn't look as great, but it's still an enormous increase. So we're still, the one thing to understand, the market is not tanking here. This is no type of bubble market. What's happening is buyers now have more selection. Earlier in the year, there was literally virtually no inventory. So when one house came on the market, pretty much any buyer looking for that type of property would swarm to it. And that's why we would see the enormous amount of offers. So I guess the easiest way to understand it now is instead of getting 10 or 15 offers on your house, now you might get 2 or 3 if you are priced properly. There's lots of houses that have been sitting on, and condos that have been sitting on the market for more than 14 days right now. And as I say, when you're in these type of market conditions and your house has been on the market more than 14 days, there's a 99.9% chance that your property is overpriced. I'm Jamie Hooper with RE/MAX Crest and jamiehooper.com. Thanks for having a listen to this video, or a watch, I should say. And again, if you got any value out of it, please click the thumbs up, make a comment, or subscribe to our channel. We'll talk soon.